Yo, it's Gareth. People are alive. Humans are around. There's people in the house. We're filming that way. Get over it. Hi, we are a DID system. We work to dispel stigma or whatever, but right now we are also very triggered and traumatized. So we're doing the best we can. And the best we can right now is, hi, my name's Gareth. You ain't met me before. Well, you have, technically, in the one video I did called, I have notes because I can't remember shit, called Persecutor or Protector, the truth behind the rage. I'll put it up either there or there. Take your pick, editor. Where we talked about how persecutors are. Hi, I'm Gareth. Long story short, we were the fusion of Cassian and Marcus, or excuse me, Jesus, me and Marcus were Cassian. And then Dristan punched Cass in the face, and there was a bit of a split internally, and so we separated because Marcus is insane, and I can't cope with being with him. So, hi, my name's Gareth. I haven't exactly figured out if I have an age, so we'll just go with unknown, dude, male, orientation, gay as fuck, because I do our husband, and, you know, dude. So, picture, going over there. Boop, 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 put it there, editor. Okay, cool. And yeah, that's what I look like internally. Externally, I have the body of a Southeast Asian female, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta live with what you got. So, that's me, basically. In the last video, I was talking about, oh, persecutors are full of rage because we're here to protect the system. That is still true. However, given what I have learned in therapy recently, about what persecutors / protectors are, I might be less persecutory and more protectory. Or maybe I'm just traumatized as hell and don't have a role in the system because I haven't figured out what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Fine. Totally cool. I hope you guys bleep these because I am not bothering with censoring myself. Anyway, so the fusion was fun. I don't know when that happened. I don't speak time. Time is a lie, especially with DID. So there was a fusion between myself and Marcus, who was at the time of the fusion our gatekeeper, and it was fine for a while, possibly because what the system needed was that stability, but being stuck next to Marcus / being fused as Cass, I don't know. Marcus has some things going on. He'll probably talk about it at some point, maybe, if we let him, if the system lets, anyway, but long story short, Marcus has some things going on that are wildly unreasonable, and I am an alter that handles extreme stress, meaning extreme stress levels. We're worried about bills. We're worried about big-ish to the system things that could be very small to the world, big to the system because we are triggered by things like homeless fear or monetary fear or relationship fear. We're scared of everything. So if we get triggered, there's a high chance that that's going to be a me issue, but the me issue originally was, oh, I get angry, or it triggers a psychosis where we start having actual psychotic symptoms, which are rough. Our daughter's in the bathroom right now, so if you hear her, I apologize. And that's a helicopter. That was wild. Okay. Stress triggers psychosis within us, me, specifically, Gareth, which freaks the rest of the system out because faces melting and lights being weird is probably something that would be disorienting to anybody who isn't used to psychotic symptoms. I am. They aren't. So for us, for me, it's normal. For them, it's scary. So when we were fused as Cassian, that was something that he experienced, Cass experienced, that he wasn't too terribly fond of, that he was very vocal about not experiencing. But now, since the whole, there is another video, put that up there, where we talk about firing Cass as the gatekeeper because we were realizing that his methods of discipline, quote, quote, and control, quote, quote, were actually bordering on harmful and were borderline abusive. So, or maybe even fully abusive. Let's just be real. Our therapist was like, you should probably think about that. We haven't fully processed those things yet because Marcus, Cass, Marcus, now Marcus, we are split again. So it is now back to Marcus and Gareth. I am Gareth, hello. Marcus has things going on, whether it's being programmed or being extremely traumatized, we're not really sure yet, but being in close quarters with the man made me realize, yo, maybe I'm not nearly as unhinged as I felt, because having psychotic symptoms does make you feel a little less stable than the rest of the system because, oh, they don't see things weirdly. They don't visually think wrong. I am fine. I think fine. Visually, I have psychotic symptoms. It does happen. I have learned to mitigate those moments when they happen and learned not to take anything seriously when those moments are happening. This man takes many things very seriously that are concerning, and we'll probably address those in another video. But I just, being stuck next to him for so long as a fusion, it was, very no. Just very no. That's how we'll put it. Put a big old no on the screen, y'all. Like, very no. So, when the rest of the system realized that the whole Cassian fusion wasn't quite copacetic, and they realized maybe his methods were a bit abusive or a bit rough, Dristan, bless his sweet gothic heart, decided that he was going to go and deck Cass in the face because he got sick of Cass making the hosts and the kids cry, because Dristan does protect the children. So if you are an alter in the system that hurts the kids or hurts their feelings or makes them even feel smaller than they are, because they are small, S-M-O-L, but they're, I left because my daughter summoned me for the bath, so I'm back because I've been unsummoned. That glare is brutal. Anyway, talking about Cass, talking about the fusion. Oh, the breakdown in the fusion happened because the system realized that Cass's methods were less than kind to the overall system. So it boils down to that meme that we posted. Also, another video, I'll pop that thumbnail here, on our page, where Dristan was basically, screw you, Cass, and decked him in the face. And I was around with Cass still, or as Cass during that time, so I will tell you, getting punched in the face by a protector who genuinely cares about the kids and the adults, not just pretends like Marcus did, shit hurts. Man, that resulted in the system ignoring Cass as a whole, and then Cass split back into Marcus and Gareth, which is him and I. And I have, if I could avoid him further, I would, but I can't because he's currently being, well, okay, it's probably a system joke. I hope it's a system joke. One of the other alters made a passive comment about Marcus being eaten by our dragon, who is one of our alters. Long story, we'll explain him later. But anyway, but I think that's a joke. I think that's more just them talking smack. So, Marcus is somewhere. I'm here. That man is insane. Not insane, unreasonably disciplinarian to the point that it's concerning for people's health. So, grateful to not be the same smoosh brain. Anyway, fusing with someone who is unreasonable and then defusing, splitting, whatever you want to call it in DID, I'm glad the fusion didn't stick in this case because it did grant a bit of perspective where I thought I was unreasonably angry and rage-filled. No, Marcus is rage-filled. I'm just upset about rightful things that have upset us, the abuse we've gone through as a system, right? Marcus just doesn't even, I don't know. But, so I feel much better about the fact that I'm just upset about bad things that happen to us. That's normal. That's standard. That's how you should feel if you've been hurt as a system. So, the video that I made about persecutor versus protector, I would not classify myself as persecutor because I don't want to hurt the system. I don't. I have no ill intent towards the system. I'm not trying to hurt them. Yes, I'm angry. No, I don't handle moods well. Yes, I get triggered. Yeah, do I need to handle being frustrated better? Absolutely. But I'm not seeking to stop the system's healing, nor am I seeking to hurt them. Marcus, on the other hand, we have opinions about him, but those will be addressed later. So, maybe I'll undo my... I won't call myself a persecutor anymore because it doesn't feel like the correct label. I don't know if I even have a role, except maybe rage holder or anger holder or someone to help mitigate the seizures that we have, because now they are visual seizures as opposed to we fell over and bruised the shit out of our elbow seizures, like that thing right there. Yeah, that's from having a seizure. So maybe us splitting makes it so that the seizures are less, because when we were split, we weren't having seizures. When Cass fused, we started having seizures again. Cass is split again, we have seizures less. We still have them, but less. So I will call myself an anger stress holder. Wish I knew more about Addison's. Wish I knew how to help us with that. We haven't worked that one out yet. So, anyway, that's me. Hi. Nice to know. I don't really pop culture is not a thing. I haven't been around again after this new perspective to be able to tell you things I like. Right now I'm watching a movie about Robert the Bruce. So, I like medieval movies, I suppose. And pirate things are Reese's thing. And angsty music. I'm still a little angsty. I think I'm always going to be a little angsty, but some of us have to be angsty, right? So, yeah. Channel stuff. We're working on the filming thing. A lot of it is we want to educate and or inform regarding, REMCOA trauma and TBMC and like the serious stuff we've been through, but also talking about that is genuinely triggering to the girls and to the others in the system. So that's why you get this little lighthearted meet me or whatever this is for this week. Perhaps next week we'll be learning, or perhaps next week will be another meet somebody. Who knows? We're just rolling with it. Filming stuff directly related to our trauma is very difficult because it is very triggering to sit and think about it at any kind of an extended length, which has to be done when we go to talk about how we cope with this or how we talked about that or whatever. So, Gareth saying, be patient with us. We do want to do educational videos. It is going to happen. We also have to roll with trauma triggers. We've had a setback in our home life regarding safety that just is hard for the system to cope with. We are working through everything we can at the same time. Stick to the community channel, look at the community posts and see, because we do try to keep you guys on YouTube updated there. If you follow our Twitter, you're way completely, or maybe overly shared, updated. And Instagram is kind of hit or miss. So if you really want to know what's going on with the system, follow our Twitter. Otherwise, give us a follow, subscribe, like, notify, all that good shit. It was great talking to y'all. Hopefully you got to know who I am. Don't give up. Shit ain't that bad, I promise, dudes. We love you. Bye.